Good morning, lad.
You said you have some more interesting work for me. What would that be?
It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up, and especially the cargo. Go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them. There's a couple more things I'd like to ask about smithing.
Ask away.
Thanks. That's all I need to know. Can I ask you about that cart?
What is it you need to know?
All right. I'm on my way.
Time's wasting. Run along.
I'd like you to teach me something.
It can be done, but it doesn't come free. You know how it is. Years of hard work and self-sacrifice. What is this about?
Show me what you can do with a hammer.
Fine, but it'll take some time.
Greetings to you. God be with you.
I'm still not really sure of myself in the forge. Could you show me again how it's done?
Why not? Better to practice now than fuck up an order. Why don't you forge me another hunting sword? Have you got what you need?
Yeah, I have.
Let's see what you can do then. Farewell. Are you gonna get started then? Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up bit by bit. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. Work it out. But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? That's exactly the straw color we want. You've got talent, lad. Now heat up the whole thing. The whole thing is heated up now. So come over to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dog could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. Henry, stop gaping into the fire like a fortune teller and heat it up. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Struck. Sparks are flying nicely. The ring you want. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. That's the ring you want.
I hate
Sparks. That's the stuff. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Farewell.
Christ, pardon me.
God grant you health.
Can I help you?
Great.
Greetings.
compilation.
I'm sorry. gods. I wonder what their names were. I see they haven't been forgotten, and the locals still worship them. I can't really blame them seeing the state of this land.
Good to see you.
Three tins.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Ich bin... Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jellyov. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off, but what can I do?
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Semin ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Tailor Bartushak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
Sorry to hear that.
Me too, but what can I do? So, what will it be?
I'll have a look at the wares. Let's talk about the price.
Natürlich, kein Problem. Why? You'll convince me with that price? Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
heist.
And my old woman wouldn't let me in. She said the door was stuck. What a load of tripe. She was clearly buying time for her fucking bedmate to get dressed. I might be snoring. I ripped the door clear off its hinges. I imagine ripping that fucker up like an old rag and cutting his balls off. So I searched the house, high and low. Guess what I found? Fuck all. But I know she had someone there. The next time the door is stuck shut like that, I'll climb through the window and knock that prick out on the spot.
Lord be with you.
Excuse me. I'm looking for someone. A friend of mine. The one who ended up in the pillory with me.
Loads of people have been in the pillory, and you know what it's like. I'm really busy right now.
You haven't seen him then? Tall, fair-haired, fancies himself and talks like a noble.
Sorry, but I'm swamped with work because of the Semine wedding. Everyone wants new clothes from me. Even Bashka the butcher ordered a jacket fit for a king, and he isn't even going to the wedding. So, no, I haven't seen your friend and I can't help you. Sorry.
I've heard you dye your own fabric.
I used to. I tried a few times, but I had to give it up. Troskovitz is on a hill, and there's not enough water for that. Why'd you ask?
I'd like to buy some pigment.
I see. Or perhaps I could find some leftover black. If you have enough groschen, it's yours.
Ah, damn. That's more money than I thought. Look, I don't need much. Just a bit will do.
Is that so? What do you want it for, anyway?
Nothing important, really.
All right, whatever. But I'd hate to find out you painted on someone's house. You know what? If I scraped off some of that dry pigment from the edges of the bucket and mixed it with some lard, that could work. Those pigments are a magical thing, eh?
What do you mean?
For example, if you need blue, you can use blueberries or woad leaves. You put them in hot water with the fabric and it'll turn blue. Walnuts good too. With the husks of unripe walnuts, you can get a very nice light brown, sometimes even yellow. The best way to make red is from madder root. And when you add... Oh, and privet's not too bad either. If you use its bark and alum, you get yellow. You can even use the leaves. They make a nice green. But it takes forever. But you know what's my favourite way of making yellow? Using dyer's broom or weld. You take a few nice stems, some leaves, a bit of alum, and you get yellow, as bright as a chick's feathers. And for so much cheaper than using saffron or iris, that's the main thing. Buckthorn makes a nice green, maybe the best of all. You use its fruit. They say it can also heal, but I've never tried that. The most important part is the stain anyway. Like alum, for example. It can create all sorts of shades and give depth and richness to the colour. But even that won't help you if you don't know what to use for what colour. Sometimes you want the fruit, sometimes the bark, sometimes the root, or maybe the leaves. Too bad I don't dye fabric much anymore. But I see you're really into it. You know what? Take some of it for free.
My word. Thank you so much.
Oh, not worth mentioning. Just be careful not to stain yourself. Quality material like this doesn't wash off easily.
This could use some repairs. Show me your wares.
Maybe next time.
Get going.
I'm sorry.
Greetings.
Have you come to break some more stuff?
Stanislav is a drunk.
If the
God
day
knows
can-
what he saw.
He's a poor wretch and an orphan, but at least he tried.
Beautiful.
Was that you? Ah, never mind then.
Greetings to you.
Last time I rode with some German, and it's a wonder I didn't jump out in the middle of the trip.
Czech, German, it makes no difference to me.
Greetings to you.
Hey, Hans! Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Gutenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the hangman's halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't you go in the end?
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Gutenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Gutenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
But I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
I'm curious to see your wares.
Wares? Trinkets and baubles, more like. But something might catch your eye. Ah, Hans.
I'm curious to...
Wares?
Come on. God be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
God be with you. God be with you, noble sir. I'm Henry of Skalitz, and I serve the Lord of R.I.P.
Sir Kunesh of Belevitz. Poor as a church mouse, but a free man once again.
A free man again? What happened to you, Kunesh?
Ah, the greatest of misfortunes befell me. Figuring out this war is a job and a half.
Aye. This feuding between the royal brothers is damn muddled, all right.
Precisely. I gambled on Jobst over Sigismund a few years back. Only his Hungarian cavalry soon routed us, and I spent 2 years in captivity.
You were held captive? What was it like?
Hardly wondrous, I'll tell you that. But what irritated me most was being powerless to do anything. It's all those blasted Hungarians' fault. They can shove my silver up their arse and then lick it and kiss it for all I care.
I totally agree. Sigismund is plundering the kingdom and torching the castles of lords loyal to King Wenceslas.
What a bloody awful affair this war is. In my day, men would fight with honor and integrity, not stab each other in the back.
My sentiments exactly, Sir Kunesh.
Why, young man, I see you stand with Wenceslas, eh? I tell you, though, he's the one who dragged our land into this mess.
How so? It was the Hungarians who captured you, wasn't it?
Because I was a fool. But I've realized that the only competent king here is Sigismund.
I disagree with you, sir. Sigismund is a scoundrel who will do our land no good. Again?
That's what often happens in war. Still, for the good of the country, I'll side with Sigismund in the end, especially considering what a drunkard and fornicator that brother of his is.
Wenceslas stands up for his people.
Wenceslas can't even see the tip of his nose, and things are only getting worse.
Sigismund's no king. He's nothing but a murderous thief. I challenge you to a duel.
What? You want to fight me? You're not a noble, but what do I care? Making you skip and jump will amuse me, whelp. Well, lad, it was a good fight, but you have been bested. You fought honorably, but you lost. Next time, be more careful who you challenge, you hear? Look out!
von Burgov's men.
Hail, good man. Want to warm up a little?
Greetings, sweet maiden.
Excuse me.
How are you faring, girl?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move. Times are lean and folk need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name, minstrel girl?
They call me Dancer, but I go by many other names.
And can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, handsome. But now, alas, there's no time to perform. We have to leave here in all haste.
Why the rush?
Our tricks and jests rubbed some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? And they say there's no place for sin anymore.
Indeed. The bailiff don't take to his pizzle being yanked.
Should we play dice?
I'm game, if you're not afraid to lose to a girl.
Losing to you would not dismay me in the slightest.
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners!
Let's play.
I'm surprised you dare to play me. I don't like to lose. Well, that's not worth mentioning. Now I'll show you how it's done. Hopefully I'll do it again.
I should get going.
Finally a win!
Should we play dice?
Definitely. What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
I hope luck will be on my side today. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not. My God! Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Well, that's not worth mentioning. Here's hoping. There! That turned out all right. Just like that. to disaster again. Courage!
What are you prowling about here for? Get out of my sight. Were you at the last mass? I didn't see you there.
Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon.
I'm not surprised. The sermons have been awful lately.
Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman. They look like angels on the outside, soft, gentle, and well-formed. Enough to turn even an honest man's head. But under this pretty skin, there's a devil who only cares for trinkets and finery and thinks nothing of stealing or whoring to get.
He's a scorcher.
Nothing to you.
That's a beautiful bull you've got there. You don't see an animal like that every day.
Aye, and nothing is the finest animal far and wide. He wasn't cheap either.
What's an animal like that worth, anyway?
A big, strong bull like him, and pure white too. At least a dozen cows. No, make that 2 dozen. That's why I keep a close eye on him. I have the barn guarded all night. Say, you're a bit too interested in a Gnostic. What's this about?
I'm just curious. Can you blame me? I had a dream the other day, and in this dream, I saw a great white bull. So when I saw Orishtek, I thought to myself, bloody hell, that must mean something. And now I'm trying to get to the bottom of it.
Look, I may be old, but I ain't stupid. Cut the bullshit, piss off, before I beat you black and blue.
Good day.
And thinks nothing of stealing or whoring to get them. And don't think this one or that one may be different.
be clear for real poetry. Right, and you come up with some real pearls.
I hope you'll be satisfied.
I'm
Take
always
care.
glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
I saw you have quite a nice bull here.
Do you mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbram, or rather, Olbram belongs to the bull. The old geezer don't have nothing else on his mind besides that bull of his. He barely even comes to the inn anymore because he's always watching it.
He watches the bull? How so?
He has his farmhands stand outside the barn with lanterns all night, keeping watch. I can't really blame him. An animal like that is a real rarity. I just feel sorry for the lads.
Do you think Olbram would sell the bull?
Not for all the gold in the world, my friend. He even makes the farmhands guard the barn at night. That's how much he worries about it.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock...
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the Miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleoth keeps complaining about the Tuckovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here... pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and our first fighter is Hans, a local Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more... And then there's Fiala. A good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife...
What's going on?
We hold a fight.
That sounds good.
It actually then other, and that's pretty...
Thanks, innkeeper. Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name, but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was.
He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals, but I got no idea where they went.
What's going on around?
We hold a
That sounds good.
It actually then other, and that's pretty much it.
Thanks, innkeeper. Can I get something to eat and a place to sleep?
Aye, we've got some room left. And for how long?
I need to stay longer.
All right, but money up front.
Agreed. I'll pay. Here's the money.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Your bed's ready, and there's some food in the pot.
Where can I find my room?
It's upstairs, right behind the stairs on the left. It's easy to find. There's a green wreath over the door.
What do you have for sale?
Oh well, what can you do? Farewell then.
I'd like to try the fights here.
Why not? But it won't be for free. But if you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see. I'd like to try the...
Why not? If you don't, maybe you can...
I'll prefer to pay for myself.
I see you are a man of action. I like it. The fights can get started then. Or they could. But as I said, old Feeler is sitting at home in the doghouse. His old woman won't let him fight anymore.
So you took my money for nothing?
Easy, lad, easy. We'll sort something out. What if you tried to talk to Dorothy? You're a stranger. Maybe she won't be as sharp with you as she is with us. Go and see her. She manages the baths behind the inn. It's no more than 5 steps.
All right then. I'll see what I can do.
Greetings.
Oh, gentle knight.
What are you two talking about then?
Ah, a peasant like you would never understand.
I'll have you know you're talking to the right hand of a nobleman, you nobody.
You? But... Sorry, but how is anyone to know that when you're dressed in those rags?
Have a drink with us, worthy sir.
Well, why not? I'll gladly have a drink. My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Tell us all about it.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Oh, freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Honorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
and highborn...
clever...
experienced...
intrepid...
unique...
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something...
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man...
a fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
a lute! We need a lute!
All right, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find, or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenters in Troskowitz. The house directly opposite the Rathaus.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
While if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting...
Torch? Shit, you're
it's a mess.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quieten down for a bit.
Do you really think Henry can handle it? You know what the carpenter said.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Nothing really new. If you're looking for work, looks...
Cost us a thing.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Don't be a coward.
Greetings.
What'll it be?
I'll have a look at your wares.
You're a bit picky, aren't you? How can I help you?
I'd like to use your services.
What'll it be this time, Henry?
I've heard the girls here can work wonders. I'd like to see that for myself.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
Excellent. Pay up and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
My God, that was really something. You'd better warn me next time. I'm not much of a swimmer.
Maybe I should add some spices.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for the barber, Feeler.
Then you found him. What can I do for you?
Well, hurry up. There's some fights to be fought. The whole tavern is waiting for you.
I know, but my Dorothy has forbidden me from going.
Forbidden? Why?
She says I have to make certain everyone's orderly and whatever. One bloke, and I'm in charge of a whole bunch of girls. Meanwhile, this is a pretty decent business. Nobody has made any problems for as long as I can remember.
And can't you just put your foot down? You're the local champion, but you let yourself be commanded by a woman. Everyone will laugh at you.
Someone's laughing at me for listening to my Dorothy? Call those fights. If they dare, I'll let my hands do the explaining.
I could use a trim, Master Barber.
You clean up well, good man.
You're laughing now, but you won't dare sing that kind of smut in Kuttenberg, will
Davon
you?
hätte ich... We ain't in the bird yet. And if we don't do something about it soon, we'll never be.
Come and fight.
Wunderbar. Ausgezeichnet. Möchtest du wetten? It's more fun when you have something to lose or win.
Here you go.
That is what I like to see. I'll show you. Dummkopf. Keep dancing. Ich schleif dir die Eier. Ha! Zeig, was du drauf hast. Haha, ich poliere dir deine Fresse. Ha! Ich schleif dir die Eier. What do you want? Hier! Wanker!
Piece of shit!
Keep dancing.
Wipe the floor with him!
Eine Nase. Ich schleif dir die Eier.
My sister could be building him with one of
You gave me a beating. If you broke meine grazilen Finger, I won't be able to play anything for a while.
Thanks for the fight.
Ja. You too. Here are your winnings.
Thanks.
Goodman, come here for a moment.
Why not?
Did I hear right that you're going to compete in the fights at the tavern?
Aye, I'm planning to. Why?
Well, I have a favour to ask of you.
And what do you need, girl?
One of the fighters, named Bohemian, he takes care of the horses here.
What about him?
I want you to give him a proper beating, so he won't be able to sit for at least a week.
That won't be a problem.
Thank you. And then come and see me. I'll figure out how to reward you.
Have you come to get your ass kicked?
Let's fight.
It'll be my pleasure. But before we start, I'll collect the bets. Do you have any money?
I do. Here you go.
And now pray. Little girls. My. That lad's a kicker. Christ, I'm hit! You're going to be tasting dirt.
You're a dead man. You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight. My. That lad's a kicker.
You can't take me.
We'll see about that. Just you wait. Oh, fuck yourself. Bad luck. Get a move on you, snail.
You call that a punch?
My granny.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
You fight like an old hag.
Bastard. Get a move on you, snail. Take that. You're going to be tasting dirt. You're going to be tasting dirt. You're going down, I tell you.
You're no match for me.
My. That lad's a kicker. You're going down, I tell you.
Behind her back.
My granny can punch harder than you. Get a move on you, snail. Get a move on you, snail. I've been waiting for you.
You're going to be tasting dirt.
You've no chance against me!
My, that lad's a kicker. Just you wait. You don't look like it, but you're a good fighter. Here you go. And you owe me a tooth, you cunt.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
What the fuck are you on about?
That's for Anna. And if I ever hear you touched her again, I'll use my steel instead of my fists.
All right, fine. I'll leave her alone.
Just watch where you're going next time.
What happened to you?
I got a bit of a scratch somewhere.
Aye.
There's nothing. I think Bahunek won't be bothering you anymore.
Did you give him a proper licking?
A proper licking? That's an understatement. I beat the shit out of him.
I knew I could rely on you. Unfortunately, I can't pay you for it. I can barely make ends meet myself. But I can sew clothes and wounds.
Thanks, I suppose. I thought you'd repay me differently.
Oh, I see. You thought if you helped me, I'd be more than happy to spread my legs.
Well, actually,
Well, you were wrong.
But you're a bath wench, aren't you? You do things like that all the time.
Oh, certainly. That's all women are good for, eh? It doesn't matter Bahunek was groping me. You beat him up. So now you can grope me. But you'll have to pay for it. I won't ever let anyone grope me for free again. Especially you. Farewell, sir.
How can I help you?
I need to take a load off.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath. And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
What would you say to this?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Wonderful. You'll see. You'll be happy to come back here.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next. Greetings.
Could it be?
So, are we gonna fight or not?
You better believe it. But we have to bet first, right? Let's make this interesting.
The bet sounds good. Here you are.
That's what I like to see. Fight! Let me enjoy this one last time.
You're no match for me!
Cut the bullshit and fight!
Fuck her!
Let me enjoy this one last time. I'll knock your whiskers right off your face.
Yeah? Fuck that!
Let me enjoy this one last time.
You can't take me!
We'll see about that.
The bitch. She was right. I should let the others do the fighting now.
Good fight. Thanks.
You're welcome, lad. You beat me fair and square. But if you want to practice anything or learn something else, come and see me. I'm certain Dorothy wouldn't mind that. Here you go. It's all yours. And from now on, I'm going to make a living through boring but honest work. Don't forget to go and see Lawrence. He has a nice reward waiting for the winner. Careful.
Well, good day.
I defeated all my opponents.
I noticed, and I couldn't believe my own eyes. I thought Fiala would send you home crying, but you certainly deserve to win anyway.
Thanks.
By the way, if you enjoy fighting, go and see Crazel the Miller in Lower Semine. Maybe he'd let you try your strength against some of his hired hands.
Maybe I will, if I'm ever in the area. What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Nothing really new. If you're looking for work, look somewhere else.
Animal. Whatever. Don't